As both an adult and in adolescence, hobbies are such a huge part of your character development. From figuring out your passions to finding something for you to enjoy to just relax, it makes a really big difference in your life. These are my hobbies from both my youth and as an adult. Here we go. Starting us off is content absorption or watching content. Now, this can be in the form of YouTube or Twitch or in the form of like TikTok, stuff like that, right? I think it's important to watch content nowadays, not only for pleasure, but also for education. YouTube is such a beneficial tool when it comes to gaining knowledge nowadays. You can look up how to take something apart and put it back together. You can learn new recipes, or you can just sit back, relax, and watch one of my favorite content creators, Ludwig. Up next is cooking. Cooking has always been a very big passion of mine ever since I was younger, from helping my grandmother in the kitchen to figuring out my first stupid recipe. I've always really enjoyed cooking. I've always had a really big passion for it. And there's nothing better than seeing somebody's face when they take that first morsel, that first bite of something you made, and their face saying, "Wow, this is it." Hobby number 3 kind of ties in with hobby number 5, which is anime and manga. It's another form of content absorbing. It's another form of content watching, but it's different, right? When I first started with anime and manga, I started with just manga, just reading, just figuring out about Naruto and like Bleach and One Piece, and not really knowing that like things like Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball Z and Pikachu, Pokemon were anime. Not until, I started educating myself more on manga, and it's really just stuck with me ever since. I mean, my arm kind of says it all. For my number 1 and my number 2, they are kind of reversed. You can put 1 as 2 and 2 as 1, whichever you prefer. First one is video games. I've always enjoyed video games, from the first Super Mario Bros. I ever played, all the way down to the newest Pokemon game and the newest God of War game. I have thoroughly enjoyed video games for, I don't know, the past 24 years. And it's never really gone away. That passion and that desire to not only play games, but make content from that is such a crazy thing to think about. And last but not least, coming in at my number 1 is card games. I got into a card game when I was a lot younger called Yu-Gi-Oh! And I still play that card game to this day. Although I am on hiatus, I still currently love this card game. There are a lot of great things about it. There are a lot of bad things about it, but the memories that I've made from this game, the joys and the pleasures and the people I've met and the vacations I've taken just to go compete at these card games, has truly been a wonderful blessing in my life. And that's it, guys. That's my top 5 hobbies that I take part in. And I would love to hear more about what hobbies you guys are interested in. And I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts on my hobbies are.